ဆိုတာဒိဋ္ဌိကိုရှိတဲ့အတွက်ဘဝလူတွေဟာနေမှုစုံနေပြီးတော့ဘဝလူမျိုးကြောင့်တရားတွေဟောပြီးမယ်လို့စိတ်ဝင်စားတဲ့ပုဂ္ဂိုလ်ပေါ်ဒီဩလိယန္တပုဂ္ဂိုလ်ကြောင့်ရှင်းပြပေးပါပြီဒီနေ့အတိဒါဝန္တပုဂ္ဂိုလ်ပေါ်ကျော်လုံးကြီးသွားတဲ့ပုဂ္ဂိုလ်ကြောင့်ဆက်ပြီးတော့ပြောပါမယ်
Sayadaw says, yesterday he has explained about the person who falls into the personality belief, such person sinks down to the bottom in the existence, or he becomes sluggish in the existence, even though he is taught with the proper Dhamma, so appropriate teachings, but he won't be there to accept the teaching. Even he may not be ready to listen to the Dhamma, through which one can come out from the existence. Sayadaw says, today he would like to explain the another person who is passing beyond the limitation, run over the existence. How the person try to think himself to overrun from the limitation of the real teaching through involving in the wrong view as the nihilistic view.
Buddha Gurenga amazingရှိထားပြီးတော့အဲဒီပုဂ္ဂိုလ်အကြောင်းကိုဖြေကြတော်မူပါတယ်မိဘကတော့ကထာကြဘိက္ခုအတိဒါဝန္တိဧကေဘိက္ခုတို့အချို့ပုဂ္ဂိုလ်များဟာဘယ်ပုံပဲနည်းအားဖြင့်ဖြစ်တဲ့အတိုင်းအတာကိုကြော်ပြီးတော့အကြံလုံးမောက်ဖွားကြပါလို့
To explain such person, the Buddha himself asked the question to have the answer himself. There are people or beings in this world, those people, how they overrun or how they pass beyond the limitation of some sorts of thinking. Sayadaw says, in short answer, you can understand such people are not other than the nihilistic viewing people. Such people enjoy an annihilated existence. Sayadaw says there are such people when they have to face various troubles in this world, many problems are there to face in the existence, many dangers are there to face. They cannot cope those problems. They cannot solve their problems and difficulties, and sometimes they are committing all sorts of blamable things and they are afraid of having the another existence in this world. They don't want to face any kind of trouble again. They don't have such courage, such bravery to face all sorts of worldly problems. They disgusted to continue their existence. They don't like to have such problem following all the time after them. So that is why they prefer to break down the existence. They prefer to believe that it would be better not to have any kind of continuous existence in life. So therefore they want to think that there isn't any more existence after death. So Sayadaw says such people are not brave people, they are actually cowards.
Tati Meshire and Tati Jamia, that is Yumusa. But why a pity? Nilam Majida, Mamino.
Why they disgusted the existence in that way? Because they don't know the right way, how to see the defect of the existence and how to clear it out.
Why do you have this wish? Go to the mouth of whatever fear. Who are Yuji Memento, who are Martin Madu, Nania, Gigi, who are attaching you Melu, no so young, the other. But they again attaching the Kala, never look at a new tree never. Do you have to say 16 in the future? Think of the minute of his energy. Get another so baby. She looked me at him, she said, I know that Johnny, only a baby. She be a below. Look at another machine, meadow. You look at her account and the never don't go on. Kanzabi double good, no tap. I think Kanzazia machine of who's a machine. They look out from China. Knew that. To go out, Dalaba, did that of 2 years, Congress and Chino. The Sabi of Macombe and to Ruga, so that a Comma is a Twitch and university. To the chair, go to Joy, the time meeting, the social book, everything. See you probably the Lujan of the Shiva.
Sayadaw says, life or the existence has many varieties in it. The bare existing beings prefer to stay all the time in the age of youthfulness. They want to become all the time young people. They don't like to have old age in their life. If it would be possible, they may think, if we would be all the time the teenagers, that would be good to enjoy this in this world. That type of desire they might have, but they are not able to fulfill that desire. Gradually they get old, so they don't like the old age. But even though they don't like the old age, they have to be old. All the time they want to live with good health. They don't want any sickness, diseases, illnesses. They want to be healthy, full of strength all the time. But the existence doesn't give them that type of fulfillment in their life. Sicknesses come one after another in their life. Diseases overriding to them. So they are disgusted to live or to lengthen their existence, because the existence there doesn't give them pleasure and happiness as they want. They want to live alive all the time, but the death is there to follow them all the time. That death doesn't give any chance to escape to them. So the death also is one of the parts of the existence. So in this way, the existence is full of dangers, full of troubles, and again there are unseeing problems, unseeing sufferings arising accidentally, immediately, without having any expectation. When they have to face such problems, social problems, individual problems, family problems, all sorts of problems, and when they have to face such problems and there are worldly conditions arising one after another, they are afraid of all those worldly conditions and all those problems. They have no any strength to face all those problems. That's why they are afraid of having the continuous existences in their life. So they want to stop their existence after when they finish their one lifespan of living. And again there are people, although they don't have all sorts of problems and difficulties, but they could have all sorts of enjoyments, worldly pleasures, sensuous pleasures, as much as they want. So one after another enjoyments are there to give them pleasure momentarily, and one after another with varieties changing, they enjoy the worldly pleasures. And when they couldn't see any more pleasurable things to enjoy in their life, and they may think, and their next existence also might be saved. It would be better to end this existence because there is no more any enjoyment to enjoy. So therefore such people also expect to stop their existence after death. So in that way those people fall into the annihilation view, and they try to pass beyond the limitation of their thinking.
ဒီချက်ဆိုလို့ရှိရင်ကုလို့မြတ်နိုင်တဲ့ယောဂါတွေခံစားရတဲ့ပုဂ္ဂိုလ်တွေဟာယောဂါအကြောင်းပြုပြီးတော့မိမိမှာလည်းကိုယ်ဆင်းရဲစိတ်ဆင်းရဲပေါ့ဒီသက်ဆင်းရဲပုဂ္ဂိုလ်တွေလည်းပဲမသက်တာဒီအခြေအနေတွေတွေ့တော့ကိုယ့်ဘဝကိုယူလို့ဆက်ဆုပ်လာတာခံရတာမသက်တာဘူးဆိုပြီးတော့စိတ်တောက်တည်လိုက်တာလို့ကိုယ်ကိုတင်တဲ့ပြစ်စားပြီးတော့တည်လိုက်တာလို့ကျွေးကျွေးချတည်တာလို့စတယ်ပေါ့ဒီလိုရှိရင်အေးပါပဲဆိုတော့ဘယ်လိုကြလဲလို့ရှိပါတယ်ဒီလိုလည်းပဲလူမှုကျင့်ဝတ်တွေပြက်ကွယ်ပြီးတော့ရန်ကားလို့သက်ဆိုင်ရာအစိုးရတွေကဥပဒေနဲ့ရေးယူထားတဲ့အခါဒီသားစုနဲ့ခွဲပြီးတော့အကျင့်ကြရတာပြီးတော့အရှိရရတာပြီးတော့ဒီလိုရန်ကားတဲ့ဘဝမျိုးပေါ်မှာမိမိအယူမှုဆက်ဆုပ်လာတာဆက်ဆုပ်လာပြီးတော့ဒီဘဝနဲ့ဆက်နေလို့ရှိရင်အေးတည်လိုက်ရင်အေးတာပဲဒီကောင်မရှိတော့ဘူးဆိုပြီးတော့အဲ့ဒီအကြံပြုတွေပေါက်ပြီးတော့ကိုယ့်အကူတတ်တယ်ရတယ်ရှိတာပဲအများကြီးပါပဲဒီကိုယ့်အကူတတ်တယ်ရတယ်ဆုံးလို့ပါပဲ
Sayadaw says, still there are other types of people. In the existence there are sicknesses, diseases which couldn't be curable. When they overridden by such uncurable diseases, sicknesses, illnesses, they disgusted, they loved such life to live longer, so they want to end up their life. And there are people, when they have strength, when they have lot of ability, and they try to break all the social rules and regulations, and they become like the barbarous people, and they do all sorts of unwholesome acts. And when they will be caught and put into the prison, they get ashamed themselves, and they have to face lot of punishments in the prison, so they don't want to live alive in such life. And they don't want to show their fair faces in the society also, because wherever they may go, they will get criticism, blame all the time. So they love the life. So that is why they want to end their life. Sometimes they use poisons to stop their existence. Sometimes they shoot themselves with guns. And sometimes they use the strangling process themselves. And sometimes they are there to follow the act of suicide. So in this way, they disgusted this life, and they want to think that if there won't be any another existence in this world, that would be good. To have satisfaction themselves, so they want to think, yes, after that there is no any more existence, because they are afraid of having same type of punishments which they are facing in this present world. So that is why they are tend to fall into the annihilation view.
So level cheating the well Munga do net to wear only. Teddy Danny Mukane do it. Either Pieta, so Yena, so the little machine. So level busy, Tamoyazwa, Chanda Vimelo, John Aliaswa, and then a little busy your valor. Naluna, Niamajado, say Pubian and near the machine. Makana never go up in later than she does. Can I be sitting? She did that. But she needed a little material. Your father had joined you with her. See them a canina and the other corner of the later than she. So Yaru Chaka, Yaru Church, Chipper, and Sadi. Miayu, you know. Tata Yapido Nilo, when I appear in my look, a beard on the go, look them a pit. Dani, Toga than Kanisha. Macanino, Savio Canialici, Senior, the Richi, Ida, Pieta,
So Sayadaw says there are many causes to fall into the annihilation view. There are people, especially the young people, when they have to separate with their beloved ones, and they have to associate or they live with the hating people, then they don't want such existence. They want to stay with their loving people, beloved people. They want to enjoy mutual enjoyment. But when they are give up, they have to give up such condition or situation, then they don't want to live alive. So that is why when something happens in their love affairs, they want to give up their life, to end their existence and not to have another one. And there are some millionaires and billionaires, until they can hold their possessions more and more, they are delighted. But when they have to miss little bit property, and although there are millions and billions of properties kept safely in the bank or in their own selves, but they only try to see the missing property, losing property, and they get great grief, sorrow and lamentation. Oh, I lose such and such properties, how to gain them again. And if they don't know how to gain them again, seeing the losing property, so they couldn't bear it anymore, and they also want to end up their life. In that way, not having proper understanding how to cope their mental problem, how to get the satisfaction themselves, so they are there to end their life with wrong way. Sayadaw says, if he tries to give such examples, there are hundreds of examples, and they don't need to give all those examples. You are experiencing yourself, and you are seeing all these worldly problems and troubles with your own eyes, so you can understand how this world is full of suffering as the existence. So when people don't know how to get rid of such problematic world and existence, so they want to think the world existence to stop after death. So in that way they fall into the annihilation view.
လူမှုပြဿနာမျိုးမျိုးကြောင့်ပြီလာတဲ့လူမှုဓာတ်ပေါ့ခံရရတာဒါမသက်တာဘူးဒီအကောင်လေးကဒါတွေခံရရတာမသက်တာဘူးအတ္တကောင်လေးဟာပြီးတော့ဒီအတ္တကောင်လေးပြတ်သွားမှဒီလူဘဝလူပြတ်သွားမှအေးမှာပဲဆိုတာပေါ့လေအဲ့ဒီတောင်းတပြီးတော့လောက်ကြတာမျိုးတွေပါပဲကွာဘဝနေဝခေါ်ပဏိကေအတ္တိယမာနဟာရယမာနကြီးကုတ်ချမာနဝိပောအပိနန္တတိနဲ့ဆိုကြအဲ့ဒီပုဂ္ဂိုလ်ရဲ့အခြေအနေတွေပေါ့ဒီမှာပြည့်ပေါ်ထားတယ်ကြုံရတဲ့ဘဝရဲ့အနှိမ့်ဆက်ခံရတယ်ပေါ့လေသူတို့ဟာယုံမှုဆက်ဆုပ်ပြီးတော့ဘဝပြတ်တာကိုသူနှစ်သိကြတယ်တောင်းတကြတယ်
So that is why the Buddha said how the worldly beings disgusted to have continuous existence, how they want to stop the existence after death. because they are disgusted with the suffering, they are loaded with the worldly problems, they don't have any strength to face the worldly problems, so they tend to think, or if the self which we are possessing, or I am possessing, if it would stop only in this life and it doesn't follow to next life, that would be good enough to stop all sorts of problems and troubles and disasters. So that in that way they tend to think to stop the existence, to end the existence, and they fall into the nihilistic view. They are not only afraid of themselves, and they want to end their existence after that, but they also try to persuade others. Oh, my dear friends, the self, the soul which we belong in this life, it is said that after that the self and soul is not continuing again. It stops after that. So therefore, you shouldn't afraid of any problem, you shouldn't afraid of any sufferings, you shouldn't afraid of any difficulties and disasters. So the life is here just only for this very life. So try to enjoy your life when you are alive. So in that way they are persuading to other people also to join with them. Sada says because he might have such intention or desire, if the soul or self or anything or the everlasting entity doesn't follow after this life, how it would be better, how peaceful it might be. So having such intention not to follow the self or soul or everlasting entity which he is thinking or she is thinking or they are thinking, they want to stop their existence or in this very life. So that is why they tend to think the nihilistic view. There isn't any soul or self following after death. So however, Sayadaw says, if people want to stop their existence, they should try to understand the cause of those existences one after another, arising continuously. They are because of various forces of defilements, and those being the foundation of all sorts of activities, wholesome or unwholesome. So therefore, there are only the physical and mental process as the suffering phenomena. If those wholesome and unwholesome activities could be stopped by the eradication of the defilements, then only there won't be any existence. It would be the best thinking, a best view to have.
အဲ့ဒီလိုယူဆတဲ့မှာလေကဲနဲ့အဲ့ဒီလိုမျိုးယူတင်တာကိုပေါ့လေအတိုင်းအတာကိုပေါ့လေသူကကျော်သွားပါပြီ
And the appropriate view which they should think that because of the defilement and because of the various karma forces, the existences are there as the physical and mental phenomena. If they can stop the karma forces and they can totally destroy the power of defilement, then there won't be any existence. Then they never fall into such wrong views and wrong thoughts. Then they will have clear view, clear understanding and clear thought. In that way they should have thought.
ကိလေသာမကင်းသေးပါပဲကိုဘဝဒီဘဝကဗောလေထိုဘဝကတေယုံမျှနေပဲဘဝဆင်းရဲတွေငြိမ့်တယ်လို့ဒီလိုယူဆတဲ့အတွက်အဲယူဆတဲ့ပုဂ္ဂိုလ်ကိုအတိဒါဝန္တအတိုင်းအတာကိုကြော်လွန်ဖြတ်သွားတယ်လို့ဒီလိုကျမ်းဂန်များပြပါတယ်
To have proper view in that way, it would be the better understanding. But those people who tend to fall into the nihilistic view, they are just thinking that after that there couldn't be any life, without having any cause and effect process in their thinking. That is why their thought is called passing beyond the limitation or overrunning their views.
စောစောပိုင်းကပြောခဲ့ပါတယ်တတ္တဝါတိုင်းကျုံနေရတဲ့ယာနှုံးပြည့်ဆင်းရဲဟာကိလေသာအရင်ခံတယ်လို့ပြောခဲ့ပါတယ်
Sayadaw says he has already mentioned before that all the problems, all the troubles and all the difficulties or disasters which arise in this life or in this world, they are because of defilements. They are not only some percentages of defilement, but 100% because of the defilement they have to face all sorts of difficulties in this world.
အဲ့ဒီကိလေသာတွေဆိုတာဟာသူတို့ဖြစ်တော့လည်းပဲကိလေသာမကင်းတဲ့ပုဂ္ဂိုလ်ကိုကာယုတ်ဖြစ်တာမဟုတ်လို့ဒီမှယုံတရားတွေလည်းဖြစ်တယ်ပြီးတော့လောင်မြိုက်တဲ့တရားတွေမဟုတ်လို့အလုံးကိုပူတဲ့တရားတွေလည်းဖြစ်တယ်ကိလေသာတွေဖြစ်သွားပြီဆိုလို့ရှိရင်စိတ်စဉ်ယုံနာစဉ်ဟာတန်ရှင်းဖြူဖွေးပြီးတော့အားရှိပြီးတော့ကျမ်းနေတာမဟုတ်ဘူးနုံပြီးတော့မင်းကြီးပြီးတော့ကျမ်းနေတာဆိုတာသူတို့ဖြစ်တုံးလည်းမတက်တာနောက်အချိန်ခါမှလည်းပဲဆင်းရဲကြီးအကြောင်းတွေပဲဆိုတာပေါ့လေကိုယ်လည်းမြတ်စွာဘုရားကဟောကြားထားတယ်ပြီးတော့ဒီအချိန်တွေကိုပြည့်ပြီးတော့ကျုံနေရတဲ့ဆင်းရဲတွေကိုရေမုန်းဆက်ဆုပ်တဲ့ပုဂ္ဂိုလ်ဟာလောလောဆယ်ဆင်းရဲကိုပြီးမခံနိုင်လို့ပေါ့လေ ကိုဘဝဆုံးရှုံးအောင်လုပ်မယ်အစားဆင်းရဲကြီးအကြောင်းကိုတတ်နိုင်ဖို့ဒါအရေးကြီးတာဆင်းရဲကြီးအကြောင်းကိုပယ်ချနိုင်ဖို့နိလန်းရှားရမှာပေါ့အဲ့ဒါနိလန်းမရှားဘဲနဲ့ရန်လုပ်လိုက်တဲ့အခါကျတော့ဘဝဆုံးလာပဲရှိတာ
So Sayadaw says, according to our everyday experiences, we can easily see how we get into trouble when we possess all sorts of defilements, defiling factors. Whenever they arise, they give trouble to us. They never leave us in calm and quiet condition. Even a single defilement can give abundant trouble to us. If there will be lot of defilements, then there is nothing to say how much trouble we get because of those defilements. Not only they give trouble to us, even they are there to burn us. They have the power to put us all into ashes. So therefore, the defilements are there to burn us. And they are burning too. And we are experiencing all the time how we are burning because of the defilements. So you also think and reflect your all burning feelings, all burning existence in your life. And after, when the defilements leave to us and they departed from us, at that time also they don't go themselves. They remain something as big spot with blackening effect, darkening effect. So they leave the black spots in our life, dirty spots in our life. So in that way the defilements are there to give all sorts of trouble and to create all sorts of problems. So therefore, Sayadaw says, we are getting trouble not because of having the soul and self in this existence, but because of the continuous process of defilements. There are only processes of physical and mental phenomena. There isn't such thing to have as the soul and self or person or being. So therefore, there are the continuous process of defilements and there are the continuous process of existence created by the defilements. Therefore, we cannot stop our existence just having suicide, just having shooting in our life, and just taking poison, and just jumping onto the ocean or jumping from the bridge. We cannot end in that way our existence. So Sayadaw forcefully urges what we need to end is, we need to end the defilement, and we need to kill the defilement, not yourself.
တချို့ဆိုလို့ရှိရင်အဲ့ဒီတန်ဒီမခံနိုင်တော့ဂုဏ်ရှိရှိတေးဖို့ရဆိုပြီးတော့ဗောလေယူတာနေစီရ society ဆိုတာကိုဖွဲ့တော်ထားတယ်ပြောတယ်။မှာကနောင်တမပူပါမဲနဲ့တန်တန်ရှင်းရှင်းလေးအေးချမ်းချမ်းလေးတေးတဲ့ညီကိုဗောလေလက်ရမယ်အစားဗောလေအတလော့ခဏဂုဏ်ရှိရှိနဲ့တေးဖို့မမကန်တဲ့နီးလန်းနေဗောလေလက်ဖို့ရအတွက်အသေးအဖွဲရောရှိရတယ်ခုတနည်း3ရက်လောက်ကတည်းကတွေ့လိုက်ပါတယ်
So Sayadaw says, even there are such people, and they want to have the death with dignity, and to have easy death. They want to follow the technique or method of euthanasia, and they are